Hey everybody, you probably hear the generator running in the background. It's August and it's hot, so I'm running the generator for a little bit to cool the cabin off with AC. So I picked up this Swisher, got it of all places on a Facebook Marketplace. I just had to be checking in on some friends, see what they were doing, and it's popped up on the Marketplace. I got it used. I got a screaming deal on it, and I hope it doesn't blow up. The previous owner put a wheel kit on it. If you've seen the wheel kits, they're very expensive. They're like 300 bucks. So this is a homemade rig. You can see the pipe that he welded, and there's casters, and he's put some pins in it, but hey, it works. So if you got one of these and don't want to buy a wheel kit, this is something you can do. You can see he got a plasma cutter and cut the hole in it. So I'm gonna run this thing and see how it does. You can see all the farm equipment. I do have a bush hog, and I do have a tractor. You're like, man, what are you doing? Why are you walking when you can be riding? It's because of this. You can see that road I cut in. I cut that road in because it's tippy. I about flipped the tractor over, putting the dirt in the garden. And I've got a steep orchard that's on a 30 degree where it's flat and 45 degrees where it's steep. I am not running a tractor on that. So I'm gonna do I don't want to say I'm gonna do a review, but I'm gonna run this and see if y'all want one. I know, man, everything's expensive, and you know, is it worth it? Should I buy it? You're always in that catch-22. Let me give you some more advice though. You need to do something, even if you just go buy a cheap old Murray and push it. And that's what I've been doing here. And the reason you need to, man, this attracts snakes, and the reason it does, the snakes can hide in here and the hawks can't see them and the owls can't see them, etc., etc. If you keep it mowed down, you can see the snake and the predator can see the snake. And I've loaded up right now with copperheads, and I'm loaded up right now with rattlesnakes. There ain't nothing like going to the outhouse and not having to go because they scared it out of you. I'll leave it at that. So I'm going to fire this thing up, and I'm going to show you one more thing I'm doing. Paranoia is just another way of thinking. I've got this hard hat face shield that I use to cut trees with. I thought, hey man, I'll be honest, man, I'm not like Safety Sam, but I got a screaming deal on it one day, and I picked it up, and when I put that thing on, I was like, why didn't I buy this sooner? I probably am breaking some rule. I don't wear safety glasses with it. When I wear safety glasses, they fog up, I can't see, and then I'm questioning if I'm even safe or not. That keeps my safety glasses from fogging up because I ain't using them. And ear protection. This thing's loud, and deafness runs in my family, and I'm trying to prevent it. And this is the red model. They're making them black now. Gave it a little bit different name, but they're all the same. And I want to show you one more thing before I fire this thing up. Made in America. Suck it, China. So there you go. Let's fire this thing up. I got it done. I earned a beer, and I don't drink. So let me pan the camera here. A couple things, give you some more insight to it. This hard hat, my God, it must. This thing here, it looks like a muffler. Yeah, no way, dude. It's loud. Okay, so the wheel kit. If you're like me and you're cheap and you order this thing, you know, I'd probably live without that wheel kit. I ain't gonna order it. That is probably the worst decision you've ever made. Dude, you've got to have it. It'll hang up and you're constantly pushing down on it to get it to go over. Do not buy that without the wheel kit. It's an accessory. They are loosely using that word. Okay, so another thing you need to know, to me it's like using a rototiller, the one that has the tines in the front. You remember the ones that wore you out? This thing will wear you out. You gotta, after a while, you realize, just don't fight it. Just do your thing. Here, this metal here, I've got some vibration gloves that I use for using a chainsaw. I don't use Huskies or steel, and I'll tell it like it is, man. You need some gloves there, and you need vibration gloves. That hand is vibrating right now from the use of it. So would I recommend it? Absolutely. For me, with the heel I have, it's a must. I saw another good use for this thing. If you got hiking trails that you've got and they're fairly flat, this thing would be awesome for maintaining it, so where you don't have to drive a bush hog down it. The other thing I really like, it's been so long since I've had an American made product because we sold out. These handles are tall for an American or somebody, or a Western man. Somebody from Western Europe or Australia or the States is gonna love this because it's up here where you need to be instead of crouched over. That just drives me insane. So I'm gonna wrap this video up. I'm just not gonna be jacking my jaws. And let me get up close to the model. Like I said, they've changed these, and I think all they did was they paint them black now to make them look more badass. The other thing I like about it, everything's very easy to service. I'll go over here to the fuel filter. It's right here. The one thing I noticed on starting mine is just use this lever here. I had trouble starting it, and I was like, man, I'm doing something wrong, because when I picked it up, the guy first pulled and it was cold. I had to put my hand on it before he started it. Just push this all the way, one pull. You want to kill it, it goes that way. If you need to service the belts, they're right here. The belt is right there. Let me get it here. There's the belt you need. I'll get close to it again. I'm going to stay here long enough where you can hit pause. It's a 1/2 inch by 50 inch V-belt. Made to slip, remember that. Made to slip. You can get them at Napa. You can see I've got extras here. I said I was going to wrap it up. Let me talk about one more thing. So this part here, that's a jam for this gear lever. The previous owner took it off, and I thought, man, that's not safe. That is brilliant, because now if you're me being on a hill and I'm going down, I can move that lever. It's a godsend. If you buy one of these, take that thing off. So I really appreciate you watching, and this is going to wrap the video up, and take care, and God bless.